Okay, welcome back. It is Saturday. Oh my gosh. Are you tipped down too far now? It looks like it. Oh well, I'm gonna be holding over my plate anyways. So anyways, last weekend today's Saturday. Last weekend we made a trip out of town to get WINGSTOP and CHICK-FIL-A. And I completely forgot about the leftovers. So, yeah. I have 4 of my Cajun wings. I feel like this chair's too high today since I have my camera tilted. I have 4 of the Cajun wings left. I got like the order of 10 or whatever. Ugh. So I have 4 of those, and then we have leftover Chick-fil-A, and I have some Cajun, no, what are they called, voodoo fries. I just threw it all in the air fryer together. So I have voodoo fries. Everything's definitely better fresh. Voodoo fries, 4 of the Cajun wings, some Chick-fil-A nuggets. And then Wednesday, my mom called to see, her and my grandma wanted to go to Red Lobster, and they called to see where I wanted to go. So I went. So I have a leftover Caesar salad, add onion from Red Lobster. I'm gonna finish that up too. Got the WINGSTOP ranch. Didn't have any leftover carrots or corn. But I have all this ranch. So I just got the carrots. I love WINGSTOP ranch. It's so good. Best ranch on the planet. It's Saturday. My kids are at my mom's. So I had to eat and then get started on this stupid housework that's gonna take forever. But it'll be easier to do without kids here. Trying to get in the middle. So yeah. WINGSTOP ranch. WINGSTOP wings. WINGSTOP voodoo fries. Some Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. Chick-fil-A sauce. It is 4 p.m. I've been up for like an hour and a half. If you're new here, I work third shift on the weekends. I stopped and tanned after work, then came home and crashed. All right. Are we ready for these wings? They're so hot. I got them last time I went too. All right. We're going in. I want them to be crispy, but I didn't want to overcook them in the air fryer, especially because like they're on their last day. And don't come for me with how much meat I leave on the bone. Okay. Everyone can eat wings how they want to eat wings. I don't want to get food on that. That's the pieces for Allie's door. She wants a bedroom door. Her room technically isn't a bedroom. It's just a room off the dining room. She never had a door, but she wants a door, so. After spending 2 hours at Menards trying to figure out what door would work for that area, I ended up ordering a barn door for from Amazon. From inside Menards. So we just get it ordered. It wasn't supposed to be here till Wednesday, but it showed up yesterday. And it said it was out for delivery before I went to work at my day job. So after work, I just kind of sit on the couch listening for him. And a little while after the kids got home from school, Allie's like, Mom, you know my door's out back? I'm like, what? They dropped it off out back in the stones by the freaking grill. So Allie and the one neighbor kid were trying to drag it to out front. So it was like out there in the alley. So I'm trying to bear hug this thing. I have like rub marks on my arm. I was trying to bear hug this box to get it back over. I didn't want to drag it in the stones and ruin her bed or her door because it's a white doors. It's the kit to piece together the door. And it has like the rail and all of the hardware. It rained all day yesterday. Like, I'm not dragging it through wet, dirty stones and risking ruining this door. These are hot. We don't have WINGSTOP. The nearest one is 40 miles away. If you go to WINGSTOP, what flavor do you get? I always get the 10-piece wing meal with voodoo fries. And the corn. And the carrots and celery. They were out of celery, so I just got a big thing of carrots. The people in line who ordered went and picked it up. The lady was like, don't just settle for carrots. Have them give you a cookie or something. I'm like, that's okay. She's like, that's my husband. He wouldn't say anything either. But you waited all this time. They forgot your carrots and celery. Now they don't have celery. So at least get a cookie out of it. I'm like, that's okay. So funny. I talk to people like everywhere I go. Like her and her husband were standing in there. I was like, man, I'm so excited. I'm like, we don't have WINGSTOP. I'm like, we just drove 40 miles to get here. She's like, where are you from? I said, well, a town by Lima. She's like, that's where we're from. So they had driven the 40 miles there to get WINGSTOP too. And so the kids get CHICK-FIL-A. So they're in the car eating Chick-fil-A. She's like, that's what he wanted. He wanted the new bacon and chicken sandwich. She's like, I'm not a big fan of that. She's like, so they went to Chick-fil-A for him to get that. And then they're at WINGSTOP to get wings. I'm like, oh, that's so funny. So we just recently got canes here. Excuse me. Ooh, these are hot. We haven't had anything new in a long time. Our rapid fire pizza place, it closed. Our newest place is, what's it called? 7 Brew, a coffee place. I'm not a coffee drinker, so that does nothing for me. I love the voodoo fries, especially when they're fresh. My salad's not in the best shape. Oh my god, my crouton was just like mush. Caesar salad, add onion. Jade Ember on YouTube. Every time she goes to Zeke's, she gets a Caesar salad and has them add onion. I'm like, I've never thought of adding onion to a Caesar salad. So I thought about it the other day at Red Lobster with my mom and grandma. It's good. Their onions were potent though. Even more potent now. So yep, these leftovers. The onion is strong. Wow. It was like 74 yesterday. It's supposed to be in the low 70s today. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Good afternoon, Adriana. Right now, it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight,
72.
it's a low of 58 degrees.
So I'm guessing that my kids are outside playing at my mom's. They go for bike rides, they go for walks. They just play outside. I'm watching the clock. It's like, excuse me, the household things I need to do are things that like are just stupid. Like taking everything out of the island, cleaning it out, putting the shelves in, then putting everything back in. It's just something that's gonna be time consuming. It's just gonna be easier to do without 3 kids here interrupting me. It's like, so I'm just gonna spend my Saturday getting these stupid things done that just take a lot of time. It'll be easier to do without kids here, you know? Should have put these in for a little bit longer. I just threw my hair up to get started with these projects, but I'm like, let me just eat first and get out of the way. Last night at work, our boss made tacos. He announced over the intercom when it was done. Like 2 a.m. He's like, I made 8 pounds of burger. Hopefully that's enough. So I made a big old soft taco. He got the burrito size soft shell, so it was like huge. He had it all. Lettuce, cheese, sour cream. He's asking us in our like midnight meeting what we like on our tacos. Like the one girl said, tomatoes. He opened up a can of diced tomatoes. I never in my life have thought of using like a can of diced tomatoes for tacos. I was always cut my own, but it was so good. And he had some like pickled sliced jalapenos, which I bought a jar today after work. Cause I'm like, I need to keep those on hand for when I make tacos because it was so good. They weren't super hot. That was so good on tacos or on nachos. These are way better fresh. I mean, still good, but not near as good as fresh. Oh. Dripping ranch. So tomorrow's Sunday. So tomorrow after I get up, I will call Jay. He'll come over so we can try and hang her barn door before I go to work. And then he usually on Sundays, if I have no other option, he just sleeps on the couch. When I go to work, when I get home Monday, he gets up and heads home. Ah! He just had a second interview at one job, but he turned it down. It was only weekends, like every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think a day or two during the week. It's like he has the kids. He's like court ordered to have the kids every other weekend. So what's he gonna do? Make the kids sit with somebody else? Every time they're there while he was at work. He just had a second interview somewhere else the other day. So as of right now, he doesn't work on Mondays. So he's able to stay here on Sunday night when I need him. I'm really getting tired of the first shift during the week, third shift on the weekends, working 7 days a week. So I'm trying to come up with something else that's a few days a week, like from home or something. But if not, I talked to a different department at work this morning and asked them if when school's out, if I could transfer to first shift and then their department instead of stocking shelves on third shift. I work like 3 days a week. I think it's like 6 to 2, 6 to 3. I don't know. But I'd be home with my kids tonight. Wouldn't have to find a sitter for during the middle of the night. Won't be working 7 days a week on 2 different shifts. You know, if I need someone to watch my kids, it would be during the day. So it would just be better all the way around. So when I get up at 5 in the morning, no. But it's better than being gone all during the night, every Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. But yeah. There's like 7 weeks of school left. So I have a while to try and figure out something else. I can't eat that last hot wing. If I eat much more, I'm gonna be laying around being lazy and not being productive. I'll be too full. I got my kids' grade card yesterday for the third 9 weeks. Adri got all A's. All year she's had A's and B's. It's like the past 9 weeks is when Jay moved out. He's been making multiple trips like every week, getting all of his stuff out of here. They started going to his house or going with him on Wednesdays, going with him every other weekend. So with all these changes in the past 9 weeks, literally like February 11th is when he first left. So literally the past 9 weeks, with all this going on, she's got her best grade card ever. Straight A's. Allie didn't miss a single day, like she didn't in the last 9 weeks either. all A's for her. Jackson's in kindergarten, so they have like 2s and 3s. 3's the best. He had all 3s except for he had a 2 with producing rhyming words. Because like Jax, what rhymes with blue? And he'll say black. But then once you do a couple, then he can start doing, but he just can't produce his own rhyming words, which he's never had homework doing that, so I've never really worked on that until like the last 2 days when he brought that home. Or yesterday, just yesterday. So he had a great report card. Allie's teacher surprised her at school with a Starbucks pink drink with cold foam because she was the only one in the class that didn't miss any days. So I'm like, in the most chaotic, emotional, frustrating 9 weeks of so many changes, and my kids rocked out and had like their best grade cards of the year. I gotta give myself a little bit of credit because I'm the one here trying to keep it together, getting them up for school, making sure homework's done and all that kind of stuff. So I'm so proud of them. Like, they have no idea how proud of them I am. They're pretty amazing kids. They can be a handful like anybody's kids, but they're really good kids. Alright. I'm not finishing my salad. The onions is way too strong. I'm donating this wing to the trash can. Last weekend I was asking one of my bosses about one of my coworkers because I hadn't seen him. He's like, oh yeah, he got promoted to customer. I kind of laughed. I'm like, that was a funny way of putting it. It took me a second. I think he got promoted. I'm like, oh, customer. He got fired. I was just like, oh my God. The way he said it was so funny. Promoted to customer. So this is getting donated to the trash. I don't want to throw away all this ranch. I don't know how long it's good for. I have 2 more cups. Oh well. We'll get it. I keep saying I want to clean up my diet, but things are just so stressful right now. I mean, taking over all the bills of the house and rent, like everything on my own. Like, I don't. Between my 2 jobs, I work full time. I work like 42 hours a week, but all the bills and everything pretty much takes every last bit that I have. Like, I sat down and figured out bills yesterday with all my other normal bills, like credit card payments, like Allie's bed. Instead of paying $200 for I keep saying bed, door. I did it on a payment plan of like $20 a month for the next 12 months. And then when I get like a chunk of money, I'll just pay it off. That's what I usually do. I just like to pay them off. But not right now with all this other stuff. I had to put on a deposit for Adri's Washington, D.C. trips. I need to do that like as soon as possible to reserve her a spot to make sure she can even go. Like, that's $100 I have to put down. Well, yeah. All right, that's a wrap on lunch. Time to get busy. I'll be filming that too. At least the island part. I don't know about everything else, but it's almost 4:30. I gotta get started because I leave for work in 5 hours and I have a list of things I want to get done. So yeah, thanks for having lunch with me and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.